So I know you're so interested, but I had messed up a lot of stuff. I put my acting, television, film, screenwriting stuff, even though I put this up here and it's kind of like jammed in there. I know Fran Lebowitz is like, Cole, go to bed. No, I have editing. This is Screenplay Sid Field. That's the greatest book for screenwriting. But this is going to be something I'm going to look into, Element of Style for screenwriting. It's going to be a Paul. Argentina, sounds Italian. It's going to go right into The Children of Paradise. That's the book everyone needs to read. Children of Paradise. It's about a mime, and it's also about actors and about lovers. Baptiste worked with Etienne Ducreux, who also worked with Marcel Marceau Beep. They both would stand over a bathtub full of iron ore to feel the energy. They felt you could actually move your hand through time and space and things would go flying. It's going to be a raw footage upload. Clerks is right next to it. Why? Because Kevin Smith's a genius. And he also said there's only so many filmmakers. They're like astronauts. Shine is good. It's about someone like, not like me, but about people. Raising Arizona and the Coen brothers are brilliant. Especially Raising Arizona. It's my favorite comedy. Now, I do like Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, but I put Raising Arizona first because of the camera. Their camera is brilliant, and this script you must read if you want to write a screenplay. You must read this. It is simple and brilliant. If they had people go back and rework it, they're even more genius. Fargo, I should probably get. I have the movie. I think I had Fargo for a while. I buy and sell. Half price. Sling Blade. I've read some of it. It's genius. Right next to Pirandello and plays. We get into the plays. Marat Sade, Luther, about Martin Luther. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. This is American Buffalo. Great play by David Mamet. Now, Dustin Hoffman did do this. And you have to watch Dustin Hoffman in this performance. He smiles awkwardly stiff. If anyone's like Marlon Brando, it's going to be Hoffman. He's going to be a little tiny bit better than De Niro. But De Niro's dang good. And De Niro will admit it. Listen, De Niro will admit it. But listen, De Niro's... they're both about on the same equal. I put Hoffman a little bit more because of Rain Man. De Niro hasn't done anything as good as Rain Man. We're talking about the Rain Man. This is him. Look at him. You don't even recognize him. That's Hoffman. Yep. Well, I don't know. De Niro. He's on my favorite. I didn't even put Hoffman on my Internet Movie Database yet. That's because I need a credit card to do it. Sam Shepard is a wonder of his own. He's got his own, almost reference of Sam Shepard. That's going to be in Shepherds of Alaska, the novel I'm writing. It's this book right here. I got to remember this name. Is it Harry, Lorraine, and Jerry Lucas. The reason why they use this book is they talk in code. Now, guys, check this out. I came up with this Linda when she was younger. They talk in code. Now, what does he tell him to do? You've already got the notes on Facebook. He tells the officer, which is Shep Dwight East, to use this book as an encoder to speak with that. Do you know what that is? It's a PS3. He tells him Paul, Sam, Trinity. The PS3, because he knows he's being recorded when he talks to Shep, Matt Dill. I put down Mark Kozalik because I thought John Cusack may turn it down. They use this book. They'd have to audition for it. I'll probably give it to Mark, but maybe Cusack if he's good. Usually it's going to be the person that cries in the audition that wants it the most. Ethan Hawke also I'm thinking about, possibly for Matt Dill. Matt Dill's the older cop in the force. So he basically gives him this book as a gift and says you can encode with this. We'll figure it out. They're on the same page. Now, here it is. Harry Lorraine and Jerry Lucas. This is going up as a raw footage upload. I'm probably going to put it... I've had a tragedy happen in my family, so it's going to be really tough right now. I'm putting this right before Sam Shepard. Now remember, Shepherds of Alaska is spelled Sheppherd, just like a German Shepherd. There are German Shepherds throughout it. It's weird when I wrote this because of stuff that happened to Gene Hackman. Now there's something that happened to my... It's horrible what happened. And I'm learning about it right now from grapevine stuff from Facebook and people telling me things. And I can't believe That's why I thought of Mark Kozalik, because he wrote some songs about this kind of stuff. He's the lead singer of Sun Kill Moon. I've also wanted to use his music. But anyway, I'm setting this up as a raw footage upload. This is a message to the actors and to everybody. I love everybody and watch out. I know what happened to Gene Hackman. This is striking very close to home. No German Shepherds so far, but there's been a horrible death. And I just want to say this one thing on the side. My sister, she was the first person to ever show me Pink Floyd The Wall when I was a little kid. She was the first person to talk to me about intimate things, and the first person to beat the crap out of me, which made me mad. But when I was younger, I used to do this karate stuff all the time. I was a big ninja. And she introduced me to a woman named Michelle Thomas, who did, she did explore with me. And Kevin Smith talks about some of this stuff. He talks about it in interviews, but I was very young, and one of my sister's friends got really intimate with me before I could understand what intimate was. And it was probably like 5th grade. You don't really understand those things in 5th grade. But anyway, I'm setting this up. I'm using this book as a reference guide. And I'm not using it to write to. I'm using it as a character gives the book and says, we're going to use this for you when you go to Alaska. We're going to use this as an encoder. So you're going to be able to decipher what the Lone Star hacker is going to communicate with you and give you supplies. But you have to use this book to understand it. You'll understand this book and know what to do on the PS3. And there's certain movies he subscribes to. So the movies are actually found on Netflix. That'll actually access Netflix. So he'd have to get a Wi-Fi and access this device right here, which is a PS3. You can see it right here. It does certain things, and they would encode, just like the Nazis did on the U-boat code. And they would talk to each other until it's deciphered, probably by another hacker called the Dwarf. Yes, I did get this a long time ago. Right next to all the Christian stuff. Yeah, well, hang on to it. Also, I have this old thing. I have a lot of books on World War II and stuff. Guys, this is going to be very tough because I'm not going to be able to get back to the book. I went 3 weeks for a while not writing Shepherds of Alaska. Remember, Shepherds of Alaska is just a part of the novel. There are books that are going to be in it, and it's going to get to the Dwarf's theory on time travel and philosophy. And we're going to go there. RIB is a 4th branch of a greater militia. They're called the Revolutionary Independent Branch. And yes, they have weapons. They have the Macmillan TAC 50C, which is a 50 caliber sniper rifle. And they also use the HK MP7A1 as basically a submachine gun. They use silencers, and they don't use silencers. They have drones that can fly with thermal, infrared, Wi-Fi, has Wi-Fi on the drones, as well as radar. They can also operate with radar. Other drones are souped up with even more stuff. They can fly it around to do espionage. They can bring it right down to this window and start listening to everything in the room. They have great mics on that. The reason why is Jed Wilson was a musician. Yes, Jed Wilson, who I'm going to offer to Brad Pitt or Will Smith. Will Smith is a real musician. Brad Pitt is an amazing actor. Jed Wilson is hired by the Dwarf. And you have to read my notes on Facebook. Go to Cole Spivey on Facebook. You'll be able to find it. I always put a credit roll in every single thing. You just go there, and if you want to donate, please donate. I'm going to use probably some of this book when I'm writing the screenplay, as well as some Sid Field stuff. Check this book out, too. We're not going to write the screenplay until I finish at least the part of Shepherds of Alaska, which is part of a book series. I plan on working on this book for a very, very long time. All right, good night. Love you.